everyone, welcome to Tarot Television. I am William and this is a timeless all signs tarot reading. Whenever this finds you, it is the perfect time for you. This is going to be a tarot message. Hopefully whoever's drawn to this reading, you will be resonating and this is aligned for you to hear. Again, this is timeless, and if it has found you, then it is the perfect time for you. So we're going to begin. This is the Poesis tarot deck, and I'm going to get two cards. Two cards for the beginning messages. Now, this is, all of my cards are upright. I don't take reversals. And if you feel compelled to like and subscribe, I'd greatly appreciate it, as it really helps the channel grow and reach more people. All right. We are going to begin with our boundary, energy, and child. I mean, we're talking about this energy of, this really feels like energetic protection. It feels like, if you notice, this person has their hands crossed over their heart. Emotional protection. And then we have the child card, who is, it's like this clam, it's like a pearl in, it's like the child is the pearl in the clam, and the innocence, the it feels as if this is about a time where we're going back to heal the childhood wounds that were not protected, that were not cared for, because it does follow us through our adult years if there are things that we've never addressed or released or forgave ourselves and others for. We are responding to the wounded aspect of ourselves. So fascinating energy. Let's do some tarot and see how this plays out. What are the messages that we need to get more information about? The boundary and the child card. Let me cut this deck. We are going to start with our first energy, which is the King of Cups. Wow. Talk about holding emotions in. Talk about, this is an energy of an M&M. It's really what this is about. The hard shell of the king, the leader, the persona that we put forward is this King of Cups. The I can handle it, don't worry about me, I'll take care of it, I'll move, and it's like the leader is negating all the emotions, just pushing it down, suppressing it. This whole energy is needing to come in and heal some things. What is the crossing card? Ace of Swords. We have this energy of truth that needs to be opened up. I feel like this message is telling someone, whoever's resonating with this, we have a job to do over here. But in order to do this job, we have to have an open heart. But we're sitting in an energy and an experience of a closed heart. We are the logical, the analytical leader who we don't use any emotion, we don't use any emotional aspect in our decision making. And this job over here actually requires some emotion. And so we can't do this new path because we're stuck in this old perception of having to be, it's all totally fine, don't worry about me, I'm over it. And it's time for us to deal with it. We have the universe coming in with the Ace of Swords. Truth, honesty, clarity, having to look at something for what it is. It's like, so I'm getting this energy of just needing a really big cry. Fascinating. What's our next card? We have the Page of Wands. This is a new direction. This is an energy of someone willing to move on a new path. It's the little adventurer guy who's willing to venture out and do things maybe this King of Cups is not willing to do. Start a conversation that the King of Cups doesn't want to have anything to do with, but this little guy's like, you know what, let's ask the question. And it's like trying to find that needle in the haystack where the core issue really is. This is what you're being guided to do. There's something, I feel like this pulling over here. You have something to do, but this is the block. The block of the unwillingness to open up your heart is keeping you from whatever this is. It's some childhood boundary that was crossed that needs to be healed. Page of Wands and the Emperor. Look at that. Wow. If we have, think about this. So the King of Cups, he's a leader. He is someone who builds. He is someone who can lead others. But the Emperor trumps the King. And it's like the universe is trying to tell you that, yeah, you're doing well. You're doing really well for yourself. But you could rule the entire castle if you chose to release this. The Emperor is waiting on the other side of this little adventurer guy because he's trying to venture out to find the core, the nail in the needle in the haystack, the core issue of why we stay in the King of Cups, so that we can heal it, so we can become the Emperor. I feel like there's something bigger on the other side of all of this, but this is like, I'm now seeing a barrel of water, those old-time barrels full of water with a cork at the side. They're trying to get you to unhook the cork, to allow the emotional release, the letting go of everything you've been pushing down because it's keeping you stifled. You may look like you're doing really, really well, but it's fragile. At any moment you could literally break down. It's because you're not willing to release. It's like you're on the edge of some sort of mental release that needs to happen. What's our final card? More Kings. Wow. They're asking you to step forward. They're asking you to make the first step, to plant this new seed, this new foundation is going to come from the release of this emotional state. There's something happening that you need to deal with. Do you notice how he's sitting on a concrete throne in the middle of the water, but no emotions touch him? His cup is empty. And then you look at this little adventurer dude who's venturing out to find the true emperor, the true power within yourself. And that's by releasing this old suppressed energy, the wounds of the past. And the final message is the King of Pentacles. Look at this guy sitting on his throne with just all this incredible plants and green grass. It's all growing around him because it's like he's been reborn. What's the crossing card? Oh my gosh, the release of this. I don't know who this message is for, but there's something that you are holding on to that is kind of stifling your trajectory. There's something bigger out there for you. You could be very successful, but you could be even more successful. It's like you're successful to an extent. You're successful up into an analytical point, but there's something emotional here that needs to be healed. The Ten of Swords, the final nail in the coffin. We need to release some sort of memory that is started at childhood. There's been something that has happened that needs to be released. The message really is about releasing an old-time trauma that has been pushed down and pushed down to now it's kind of huge. And once you do that, you're going to move into a status and build something that you couldn't even imagine doing before. Let's do the Urban Tarot. We're going to do a final card to end this reading. Just one card. What's the final message? Oh my goodness. The Gourmet Chef. The gourmet chef is the gourmet chef is a man who has built a business out of quality, out of something where this is a lot of training. This isn't something you can just throw on a plate and be like, oh, it's gourmet because I made it. No, there is experience here, years and years of work and understanding how to build a business that is at a caliber that people look and are willing to pay high dollar for. This cannot happen if we're stuck in this old energy. You have big dreams, but you're stuck in this old limiting belief that you don't want to get out of. And the universe is really guiding you forward, wanting you to step into this new timeline where you release it, let it go, find the core issues so that we can become the emperor and step into this new King of Pentacles who is flourishing in a way that you cannot imagine now because you were stuck in this old hurt and pain and belief system. Fascinating reading, fascinating message. If this resonated with you, please leave a comment below. I'd love to know what you think. And if you have anything negative to say, please stand in front of the mirror while you say it, as it is just a reflection of what's going on within. Until next time, bye.